all of all, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all of all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, the absolute bigger and better than all of all negativity of you. I just got done watching a fraction of the first episode of Police Patrol in the Slums. Okay, and on this first episode, right? They got the police in like full tactical uniform, and they're doing the standard thing. They're going into the slums and they're trying to arrest all these people, for drug use, drug dealing, prostitution, all that stuff that comes behind it. Okay, and with all that law enforcement, you figure they got that job done a long time ago because they're just militiaed out. But they're no different than anybody else anywhere dealing with that issue. And once aimed together, they're all just static, twisted, scattered, blinded, undefined. Okay. The drug dealers, because, listen, if what you're selling, right, is killing folks, right, to no end, you hear me? You need to stop selling it. And if it's not doing people that way, right, you need to be part of any solution they need to have just in case that problem goes south on them. I hope you understand that. And if you do that, these police need to back the fuck up off of you because you're good as truth, only doing the absolute bigger and better of all reality check. And I do have a bias, but it's not a negative to the police because I know with all their hearts most of them are good people. They want to be good people. They're Samaritans. They don't want to see the streets ran up with crime and worrying about all this and that with their kids and schools being shot up and babies, getting into drugs and guns and all that. But they're going about it all wrong. Listen to me. All faith is a static, twisted, scattered, undefined lie on the absolute good truth of you here and now, only being one more positive and good, bigger and better than all negativity. Well, what does it mean? If you go to a scene, right, and you don't make the here and now of that scene absolutely more positive and good to the truth of everybody there, right, from the inside out to the bigger and better of it at 360 degrees, right? Well, you're only more negative with it. You hear me? You're producing it negatively with the negativity of it to the absolute bigger and better of nothing, just victims and crooks. And then you take these people, right? Well, before I even say that, okay. If you only made sure, if you're a government and you're the leadership of all of your people, that people had the basic standards, right? Meaning somewhere to live no matter what, right? Way to eat and sustain no matter what. Modern, just basic modern stuff. A Tesla house is $5,000, but I bet the government can get it out for like 500. You hear me? But if you made that happen, right? And you sent a fool home, right? Said, look, don't come out. If you can't do bigger and better than your negativity, right? You can't make everything good as true, go home. And don't come out until you're done, because if you do, this will kill you. Or this could kill you, right? Instead of building jails and prisons and all this, and coming in so deep with all these guns and these militias, you've got to let these people know. You hear me? Negativity is the only thing that can kill them. You hear me? The one neutral nothing. That's why they're all in that desperate way anyways. You hear me? It's a cycle. That cycle is a vicious cycle. And it's got the Samaritans and the people who do the drugs and the people who sell the drugs just viciously just going in negative circles with each other. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It doesn't need to do that. Listen, there's always going to be some fool trying to get ahead. Some fools do it with drugs. Fools do it in business suits. Lawyers, come on, man. You charging somebody thousands of dollars for a couple minutes in court, if not more than that. You're just, no wonder people are on drugs. You hear me? Look, I don't know where any of y'all's from. I hope the world sees this. But where I'm from, shit, if you ain't got some sort of felony, there's something wrong with you. Even the police will tell you this story about, well, I would have been just right there with you, but I never got caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Unless you're some sort of sick freak, that preys on children or something, man, people understand these things. But here's the thing, man. If we're not taking these things, right, and we're not crossing all we are back one more positive, right? The drug dealers, the lawyers, the judges, and all these people, right? That if they just took the here and now of them and made more sense out of it, made the whole situation more positive and good, right? And only invested in that, that would be the bigger and better of all societies. These slums and shit wouldn't exist. People would still do drugs. But, they wouldn't do things that's killing them. They wouldn't do things that without a little assistance, they could probably be the bigger and better of. And at least they'll have the bare minimum to go home to. Take it out on a tax. Take it out of a tax. And, back to my own bias, I've been shot in the back with rubber bullets. Them things hurt like hell. Bruise my organs. Hurt me, man. They hurt me. You hear me? Why do you got to have live ammo? I don't care. I don't care what you say about being prepared or being scared. You shoot somebody up with some rubber bullets, it's going to have the same damn effect. You know it is too. The only difference is it ain't going to kill them. And if there's a militia of you coming within 2 or 3 minutes, what's it matter anyways? You know what I mean? It's crazy filling people up with all them bullets. And then you wonder why the streets got all these guns and all these bullets. I don't make a gun. I don't, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't make the metal. I don't build the assembly. Man, this is all military. This is all because of the police. This is all because these fools don't know how to cross the things that are negative of them back one more positive be good. That's true. They're articulated through faith, fully blind and undefined. Out of their goddamn minds with all the negatives of them. You hear me? Listen, that judge ain't gonna have no payday. You gotta make him go put some work in or something. You gonna have to go down the streets or something with the police, man. Because what you're doing is killing folks. You hear me? Jury be damned. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. You can vote for anything you want. But if it's voting to blindly kill you as truth, you might want to reconsider that at all angles as quickly as possible. I'm just saying. Because I know this. If you are not crossing the here and now of you, absolutely one more positive to the reality of the negativity only being one neutral nothing, right? You are in a constant state of decay and disintegration. Static, twisted, scattered, blinded, undefined, up out of your mind for it. And you can say, right, that sending these folks to prison, this and that, we're trying to improve society. You're not improving society. You can't be negative with negativity and improve society. You can't stick a person in hell and say become an angel. It's not going to work. You hear me? You say you're an angel. What you're living in is hell. Come on. I love you. Let's do bigger and better than that. Absolutely, positively. I don't give a fuck what you did. I might do it myself one day. Who knows? Come on. Have compassion and love for your brother, man. Bar none to it. Look, it's a stupid endeavor. It's retarded. Then you get these guards and you get these people that so ran up and they treat these folks like slaves. And I know because I've been in imprisoned. I've been caged by these fools. You hear me? I've been hung out to the reality check of their fucking disease ways. Listen, no matter what a person does to the here and now, I'm like, let's say, no matter what it is, it does not matter. If you, as an individual, can bring yourself back more positive to be good, bigger and better than that moment in reality check, no matter what the negative is, all the way out, right? You're good. That's the truth. Well, that hater guard, them jacked up ass police, them fucked up judges. You hear me? Just say to hell with you all the way out, however long they do from the here and now, that moment. Well, we'll see you in the wind, fools. You hear me? You're articulated to suicide, you dummies. Steal your lives back. Man up, fools. That's what the good God and truth of the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man of all I did at the crucifixion. Stole his life back with the good God and truth of him, right? Absolutely bigger and better than all faithful negativity. Left him hanging out to one neutral nothing. And you do it, right, by exposing a lie and then bringing that exposure to the light of God of everybody as truth. Listen, in reality check, I'm the thief that had you steal your lives back, fools. And if you don't do it, you will die of it. You hear me? You can't get around it. Listen, I don't care if you're the clerk. I don't care if you're carrying M16s. I don't care who you are. Listen. And if you're that damn drug dealer and you're making money, you make sure your product doesn't kill nobody, man. Make sure you pay for any recovery you might be throwing a motherfucker in the mix for. Back the fuck up off them people. You hear me? And let those fools work out their own issues. Anything more than that, you come to the scene, you only make it more positive to be good as truth. Because they're dying, and it's sad. And they're dying of a lie. And if you really love your brothers and sisters, you'll do that. And you'll stop coming with all these bullets. And if you stop coming with all them guns and bullets, guess what? They'll stop being made. You hear me? They're not being made for the sake of the common man. I mean, yeah, we might want to go hunt something or do something fun, some recreational activities. All them fucking pistols is because you police. You military, period. No other way. If you didn't do it directly, you did it indirectly. And that's a fact. And that's just the negative of it coming back on you every time you get popped off one of them fucking things. Make that situation more positive than negative, you'll be good. That's the truth. And you can't do it by packing more pistols and loading up more bullets and getting more crazy over the drugs on the streets. You can't do it. Only thing you can do, man, is teach a person the good God and truth of them. And tell them to respect that shit in reality. And if you're their overseers, like any good parent or any good overseer, you make sure they got the basic essentials to be human. And if they need to go crash or be bigger and better than that, guess what? They got a place to go. Enough to sustain them. They paid through taxes, through eating, drinking, buying goodies, whatever it is. You see, if you're a human, you're going to spend money, so you can get a tax out of that. Everybody will be okay with it. If you want more than that out of life, you go get it. You don't force people to do anything. You hear me? But if you're going to be the overseers, you make sure the fucking people are taken care of correctly. And if not, quit. Go home. Stop. Be done with your career. Because what you are doing is absolutely suicidal. And with that, I'll just throw this out, man. The state of one more positive. To cross that way when you feel all negativity is the only light, joy, warmth, good God, or truth. Holy Spirit for everlasting peace. All will ever know or be. It's the state that all in body and matter is stated good to the truth of their shape, form, mass, only crossing bigger and better to the here and now, more positive than all the negativity, the neutral of nothing. It's the substance, durability, and solidness, the value and volume of all density of shape, form, mass. And it is the absolute bigger and better of all negativity, with all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do. With the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody of everything, creation apply one to the here and now existence of all God, truth, reality check. And until you only articulate back good as truth, absolutely one more positive, right? As officers, as leaders, as common people in general, to the bigger and better of you being more positive than any negativity of you, through the words that you speak, through the ways you set as an example. Well, you won't be. And in reality check, you can only be one other way. And it's the neutral nothing. It's just negatively deficient. Right? Faithfully blind, leading blind, undefined, out of your mind. Living retarded. You hear me? All you have adding up, waiting to die. I don't wish that on nobody. You hear me? I think we can all be absolutely bigger, better men and women. We can all make some good money, and if we don't get along, right, we don't have to deal with one another. And if it's too awful, right, All of all God, truth, reality check will sort that out, because let me tell you something. Not one thing, creation applied, one to the here and now existence of all God, truth, reality check. Damn your faith. Ever died across him one more positive to be good as true. That's the absolute bigger and better than all of all negativity. And because we don't teach it, and we teach lies that things cross bad from childhood on out, right? We are committing suicide in a life, right, that's supposed to articulate forever, because our whole body is made of atoms. As long as these atoms stay more positive than negative, they stay good. Anywhere creation exists, they can't be destroyed. As long as their bond stays more positive than negative, Christ-like, with two or more atoms, they are good stated anywhere as the truth of their shape, form, and mass to the here and now their reality check. And they also make the bigger and better of all God, truth, reality check. Not to exclude every dimension of time and space you can think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you can think of. It's no mystery why that crucifixion was set up that way. Why the law and the religions, the faith, right, was put to that cross with Jesus. And like I said in my other video, know the good God and truth of them. They wanted to see. Even though they didn't understand, they understood that dude said, I'll get up, I'll raise up in 3 days. And they believed him. They believed him. They didn't believe him enough to quit being greedy ass fools. You hear me? Out of their mind and blind and undefined, unevolved, more monkey than man. You hear me? Bushwhacks the snakes on their existence. They believe he got up, he was going to do. What the hell was he going to do? Except go on preaching. You know? Well, he did. And they died of it. You hear me? All the greed and everything they wanted, all the control they had with nothing. And Jesus, man, the good God, truth, man up above all I am, the thieving Holy Spirit, God King, and Adam man first evolved above all I am, only cross the bigger and better. One more, absolutely, positively to the here and now. The 3, 2, 1, God, King, Adam man, the triple mill of all I am, the absolute bigger, better, more positive and good than all faithful negativity. The full thief man, God, King of all creation applied, one to the here and now existence, the incarnate man of all I am. And that is a fact check. God, truth, a reality check. Peace.